Hello guys. Today we're gonna check the topic of the conditionals. I know that sometimes for ESL students the conditionals can be really tricky or at times a bit confusing. So in this video we're gonna check the 5 conditionals in English that you should know. I mean, some people will say 4. Of course, there are 4 conditionals, but I'm including the mixed conditional at the end. So that's why I say the 5 conditionals that you should know. Okay, so the first, let's say the first conditional, we call it the zero conditional in English. Well, you know the sentences in the conditionals, they're divided in 2 parts, like to show a cause and effect kind of relationship. So with the zero conditional, we basically have to use the word if, and the verb that we're using must be in the present simple form. And the second part of the sentence should also have the verb in the present simple form. For example, if I drink, the verb drink is in the simple present form. Plenty of water. I use, if you notice also the verb use is in the simple present form. I use the bathroom quite often. If I drink plenty of water, I use the bathroom quite often. So the zero conditional is very simple. It's just mentioning simple facts. It's true. If I drink water, then you know I'm gonna be going to the bathroom a lot. So I go to the bathroom quite often. The next conditional we have is the first conditional. And the structure is similar to the zero conditional, just that the second part of this sentence changes a bit. What do I mean? In the first part of the sentence, if, we use the word if plus the present simple tense. But in the second part of the sentence, we use will plus base form. And if you notice here, I am saying base form because in some of the books or information that you see on the internet, they say the infinitive. But we have to be careful when we use the infinitive because the infinitive in English means to plus the verb. Let's say to buy. That's the infinitive. But whenever we're using a modal, in this case, will is a modal, so we have to use base form because we cannot say will to buy. We have to say will buy. So just a little tip so that you guys can remember. Whenever you use a modal, the verb should be in the base form, not in the infinitive. Okay, so back to the first conditional, that would be the structure. And here I have an example for you guys. If I drink plenty of water, I will go to the bathroom quite often. This is also true. Yes, if you drink a lot of water, you will go to the bathroom. So, same thing, facts. We're detailing facts here. So, simple present plus will and the base form. The next conditional that we will be checking is the second conditional. In this, the structure changes a little bit more, so we have to be careful or mindful of these specific tenses or details in this second conditional structure. So the first part of the sentence, the same, if plus the past tense. So whatever verb you're using, you have to put it in the past tense. Let's say eat. You know the verb to eat, comer, to eat. So in the past tense, it would be ate, if I ate, okay? And the second part of the sentence, we have to use the modal verb in the past form, which is would. So would is the past form of will. So we have to use would plus the base form. Again, just a reminder, remember, once you use a modal, you have to use the verb in base form, not in the infinitive form, okay? Just so you remember. So the example I have here at the bottom is like the ones before. The only thing I'm changing here is just the tenses, okay? To respect the structure of the conditional. So if I drank a lot of water, I would go to the bathroom quite often. This is not a true sentence. Okay? In this case, it's like, okay, well, if I drank a lot of water, I would go to the bathroom. It's logical, yes, but it's not saying that it is true. Okay, so if you notice the first part of the sentence, I use the verb drink, but in the past tense. And the second part of the sentence, I'm using would plus our base form, not infinitive, base form. I know I emphasize this a lot, but remember guys, infinitive is to plus the verb, okay? So after the modals, we always have to use base form, never infinitive. Because if you say would to go, then that is incorrect. We don't say would to go. We say would go, okay? The next conditional we're going to check is called the third conditional. And the structure here also, it changes a lot. So be mindful of these changes when you're speaking or when you're writing in the third conditional. The first part of the sentence is again with the word if, but here we have to use the past perfect. I don't know if you guys know or remember the structure of the past perfect, but we have to use our auxiliary verb have in the past tense plus the past participle. In this case, my example I have had drunk. Don't say had drank. I know many people confuse drank, the past tense, with the past participle, but in this case, it's with you. Had drunk, okay? So, and the second part of the sentence, we have to use the word or the modal verb would plus have, always have. You cannot say would has, okay? No, because remember, modal verbs, we have to use the verb in base form. So always have, and then the past participle of the main verb. So let's check the example. If I had drunk plenty of water, I would have gone to the bathroom. This is not saying that it is true, but if this was something that we had done, then that would be the consequence. Here it's showing a cause and effect kind of relationship. So if I had drunk plenty of water, I would have gone to the bathroom quite often. So this is one of the trickiest conditionals. So remember, the third conditional, we have to use if plus the past perfect. And in the second part of the sentence, we have to use would plus have, never has. Would have, and then the main verb in the past participle, like you can see here in the example. Okay? And the mixed conditional. Yes, I know some people, when we count how many conditionals we have, they normally say, okay, the 4 conditionals, but I'm including the mixed conditional so that you guys are familiar with it. I'm sorry. So in the mixed conditional, you're basically mixing the second and the third conditions and the second and third conditionals in one sentence, okay? For example, if I had drunk, if you notice here, I'm using past perfect. Had drunk plenty of water, I would go to the bathroom. I'm not using would plus have plus gone. I'm just using would plus base form, which comes from the second conditional. So if I had drunk plenty of water, I would go to the bathroom quite often. Sorry about that. Quite often. Okay, so these are the conditionals, guys, and I hope they refresh your memory. I know a lot of students already know these, but I hope the video comes in time to refresh your memory if you're going to take an exam or if you have exercises regarding the conditionals this week. I hope they help you. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.